Gypsies, and welcome back. This Monday's video is going to be a little peek at some fascinating Black history from the past and some interesting, fun Black history from the present. So some of these are from accounts that I follow on Instagram. I think when you're following accounts, you got to make sure that you do follow some inspirational accounts. So these are a lot of the accounts that I follow, or some that I just find on the search page that are shouting out and highlighting African Americans that are making an impression, making great strides, and making history in the present. So we're going to do a few little history lessons from the past. A few of them I was very surprised at because, like I said, I didn't know anything about them. Locations, events, and throughout there's going to be some video and pictures of history that's just notable or interesting and kind of inspirational to know that no matter what was going on, no matter who was trying to keep people down, that there were people who were making strides and saying, I'm going to do this. So I find it pretty motivational as a dreamer who wants to have her own businesses and grow a family of entrepreneurs, that there were so many people that we can look up to actually that we may not have known of, or their history who might have tried to been erased, that we can actually look up to and find something from their story to inspire us to keep going, keep trying, and keep dreaming. I have been looking up Black beaches after I saw this post on Instagram, and this is all about a place called Paradise Park, which was a popular Black tourist attraction from 1949 to 1969 in Florida. It was created when Blacks were refused entry into Silver Springs, a whites-only tourist destination. There was a sandy beach, swimming area, tropical landscaping, and a reptile exhibit. There was also a pavilion with dance floor and jukebox. And they also had glass-bottom boat tours on the Silver River. While both facilities shared the same river, they rarely interacted. Both of these parks together actually were larger than Disneyland, I believe, at the time. And I don't believe Disneyland had been created yet, but they were kind of like the tourist park attraction for the Florida area. The park drew about 100,000 Black visitors each year. They had beauty shows. During Christmas time, they would hand out oranges to the families. The families could watch their children swim. Boy Scout troops visited. And due to desegregation, Paradise Park did close in 1969 and was almost erased from history until the research and the book Remembering Paradise Park by Lou Vickers and Cynthia Wilson Graham was published.
In my heart, hear the angels sing, and shine a spark. We've been sleeping in the dark for so long, but I believe in truth. Guess I'm not so unlike you, 'cause there's a sound like music in you, trying trying to get out. So let it sing through everything that is you now. Oh, we outman the voices ringing in the dawn. Only through our choices can freedom carry on. We outman the voices singing hope along with our very own songs.
I also scrolled through an account and saw a post that Memorial Day was originally called Decoration Day, and it was started by a group of newly liberated African Americans. It was held in Charleston, South Carolina on May 1st, 1865, right after the Civil War ended. They originally gathered to march around a Confederate Army prison camp in honor of the unnamed fallen Union soldiers who had fought for their freedom. Black women and children attended and sang hymns and carried flowers, wreaths, and crosses. Historian and author David W. Blight said in his book, Race and Reunion, The Civil War in American History, that years later, African Americans were suddenly erased from the story by white Democrats after they had regained control of state politics at the end of Reconstruction. I've always been fascinated with Black ranchers, cowboys, and farmers. And this story is about a child named Robert. I'm not going to show his picture because of COPPA and his privacy issues. So I cropped him out of the photo with part of his family. But he wants to be a tie-down roper. And Ezekiel Blue Mitchell, who is pictured, is a bull rider who has inspired Robert to be just like him. So the little boy got to meet him and got to practice a tie-down with a calf. So this is just really fun to see some current African Americans that are still doing ranching. There's plenty of Black farms, some who are struggling and some who are just now starting up. So I've been looking at some of those accounts on Instagram, and it's just been really fun to see the tradition of the Wild West and farming continue in these families. I love houses. I've always looked at houses when I was little. In Texas, that's the big thing. You go look at the model homes, model home tours. We did that as a family. I did that with my high school boyfriend. That was just something we did. And Pam Brown, who is a real estate developer and investor and educator, has actually built a 51-home subdivision from scratch. She saw an amazing community in Little Rock that was cute, small, and had a similar look to what she was looking for. She went over to look around, and the people there weren't so friendly to her. She didn't want to live where people weren't friendly, so she went home and said to herself, you know what? I can build my own community like that, and I'll be nice to the people that live there. You can follow her story and the subdivision on Instagram at Pam Brown Courtney, and I'll put that on the screen. Dr. Shirley Jackson actually conducted breakthrough basic scientific research that enabled others to invent the portable fax, touch-tone phone, solar cells, fiber optic cables, and the technology behind caller ID and call waiting. If you Google online, you can see that there's still a list of African American beaches, some which have been preserved and are still active and open, and some which are not. But this group is founded by a Black entrepreneur named Frederick Carr, who bought over 100 acres on the Chesapeake Bay and gave some land to his 4 daughters. 2, Elizabeth Carr and Mary Florence Carr Sparrow, used their land to create beaches for African Americans during segregation. Various entertainers visited, including Ella Fitzgerald, Chick Webb, Duke Ellington, Ray Charles, James Brown, and Sarah Vaughan. Sparrow's beaches were listed in the Green Book, which told African Americans which places, hotels, etc., roads, and cities were safe for them. And Vince Leggett said that it was so empowering to a downtrodden people to be able to come out and enjoy the bay, music, food, and fellowshipping without being told where to sit or to stand. Leggett, along with the Cars Beach Project, is working to preserve the history of African American beaches, although some no longer exist. But you can Google and find out which ones are available for you to take your children and your families to. This next one is very dear to my heart because I actually was Googling to make my computer screensaver vision board, and this bookstore is actually what popped up, and I actually used it because not only did I love the location and that it was a Black bookstore, but I actually loved that it was attached to one of those San Francisco houses. So this is Marcus Books. It was originally called Success Books, but they renamed it for Marcus Garvey, and it was founded by Dr. Julian Richardson and his wife, Dr. Ray Richardson, pictured. And Karen Johnson is now a co-owner with her siblings. She recalled when her father wanted to open the bookstore in his print shop. He wanted to share his books with friends, but he never got them back. So he said, let's start selling books. Karen asked her father, will white people let you sell Black books? And he replied, it's not about them, it's about what we need. So the family opened the Oakland location in the 1970s. Their San Francisco location actually closed in 2014 due to rising rents. So this is a really cool bookstore that you should really go visit. I hope you enjoyed these few little nuggets right here. It was so hard to pick from all the accounts that I do follow, but I will try to add some more at the end of our Monday videos for the month of Black History. But thank you for watching, liking, sharing the information, and I will talk to you all next time. Later, Gypsies.